Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today is my weekly Senate predictions. So we will be within 3 weeks of the Senate elections, well the 2018 midterms in general, and this is my weekly prediction update. Overall, I believe we have 4 changes from last week's video. Two of them are technical, but two are more important. So in any event, let's get started. First off, likely Democratic. PA, West Virginia, stay likely Democratic. Um, Minnesota Special remains likely Democratic. Debbie Stabenow and Robin Menendez, I believe, will still win. It's just a technicality thing. They're not at 15%. Um, then likely Republican as of right now. I see Ted Cruz. He is currently leading by a likely margin in polling. Potentially that could shrink for the election. However, as of right now, I think he would win by likely margin. As well as Cindy Hyde-Smith, it would definitely be in the likely column for the GOP in a red state like Mississippi. It would definitely help her. Um, North Dakota, Heidi Heitkamp right now is pretty dead in the water against Kevin Kramer in a couple of weeks. She could rebound, but right now she's down by around 8.7% in polling, which, even if the polling is off, would still mean a Republican win. So I would expect North Dakota to go red. Next up, we have the leaning Democratic states. No changes here. We still have Montana, John Tester, still leading by a significant enough margin to be in the leaning column, not in the likely column or in the tilting column. I think we'll see it stay pretty consistently in the leaning Democratic column. State of Indiana, still Joe Donnelly. There hasn't been too much fallout. It's gotten a little bit closer, but he's still leading in almost, if not every single poll. So I think he is doing on a pretty good track. Bill Nelson, I believe, also will win by a leaning margin in the state of Florida for the Democratic Party, fighting off the current governor, Rick Scott, who a while ago Florida was in the red column between tilting and leaning. Now it's pretty consistently lean blue, just like the governor's race for the state of Florida. Now we are in leaning Republican. We only have one leaning Republican state, and that is the state of Tennessee. Marsha Blackburn is leading by a significant enough percentage that I can call it probably in the leaning column. It could get in the likely column. I believe the average for her is about 5.5, I want to say. Ted's is around 7. Kevin Kramer's is around 8.7. So I just want to, this is right now, these are the states, the red states are the ones that consensus maps and stuff have filled in. So that alone puts us at 50 Republicans. So that kind of points to the Democratic odds shrinking, because now instead of just winning toss-ups, they would have to flip one of these that are currently rated leaning. And next we have tilting Democratic, the state of Arizona. This is from leaning Democratic. Currently, Martha McSally is leading by, I believe, 0.3% in the polls, which is well within the margin of error. Kristen Sinema was leading by a lot. That margin has very much dwindled. However, I think Kristen Sinema could very well flip Arizona blue in a couple weeks. This is definitely not out of Republican chances, but right now I still think it would be Democratic. Tilting Republican state of Missouri has remained pretty consistent. Josh Hawley is still beating Claire McCaskill by a less than 1% margin, like he has been for a while in polling. This is definitely within the margin of error. However, in a deep red state as it is, I think the undecided vote will go more towards Hawley. So that's what I think of Missouri. And finally, we have the state of Nevada, which is a flip from tilting Democratic to tilting Republican. Dean Heller recently has made a comeback in the polls, and Dean Heller is doing better than he was. He's leading by over 1% now, which is more of a lead than Martha McSally, or excuse me for forgetting Josh Hawley's name. Right now, he has a better margin than either of those two. However, I still think that this, at the end of the day, will be under 1% Republican victory if things hold how they do now. So, let's take a look at the map. North Dakota, Missouri, Tennessee. Well, Missouri gets the blue out of it. Arizona gets more blue. North Dakota is full red. Nevada keeps its purple status. But in any event, thanks for watching this video. Comment down below what you think about this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all later.